this, in the aftermath of an insurrection, with our democracy on the line, and many of these same Republican senators going along with the notion that somehow there were irregularities and problems with legitimacy in our most recent election, they're suddenly afraid to even talk about these issues and figure out solutions on the floor of the Senate. They don't even want to talk about voting, and that's not acceptable.
They know what's at stake. Former President Barack Obama called out the GOP for their opposition to the For the People Act, and he urged Republicans not to block the vote on it. Good luck with that. Spreading the word about the importance of voting rights is the mission of our next guest and his organization. Cliff Albright is the co-founder and executive director of Black Voters Matters, and he joins us right now. Welcome back to the show, Cliff. And so Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, he's going to bring this to the floor for a vote. It's not going to pass. It's not going to get the GOP support. We already know that because they need at least 10 Republicans. But what point do you think will be made today?
Yeah, well, we know it won't get GOP support. We don't yet know whether that means it won't pass, because whether or not it passes really comes down to the Democrats. It really comes down to a couple of them, including Joe Manchin from West Virginia. That's part of the reason why we're going to West Virginia right now or this week as part of our mind, because what we got to do is deliver a message that says, look, even if not a single Republican votes for this, Democrats have the votes that they need in order to pass this voting rights. And the reason they have it is because Black folks in the state of Georgia risked our lives in the midst of the pandemic in January, in winter, in the holiday season, and came out and voted in record numbers to give Democrats a majority in the Senate. If they get themselves together, they can pass these voting rights.
Yeah, I mean, but this is what it looks like, right? When you're more concerned about working with those who want to suppress the vote and keep the position of power and systemic racism in place, instead of Black people who did all the things you just talked about. So let's talk more about the Democrat, the Senator, Joe Manchin. His proposed changes to the voting rights bill, they are getting support from people like the former president, Barack Obama, and the former gubernatorial candidate, Stacey Abrams. What do you think? Does that sway anyone across the aisle?
Yeah, no, I don't think it's going to sway anyone across the aisle. Look, they've been very clear. Mitch McConnell has said it's not going to get a vote. Mitch McConnell has said that his mission was to get in the way and to obstruct anything that the Biden administration is trying to do. They wouldn't even vote for a panel to investigate the Capitol riots from January 6th. So no, it's not going to get a Republican vote. With that said, again, the Democrats have power and they need to use that power. They need to be as unapologetic at using the power that we gave them, that Black voters gave them, as Republicans are at using the power that they have to try to obstruct. If we can get them to, if not eliminate the filibuster, at the very least modify the filibuster, right? So that you make an exclusion just for voting rights. If they do that, then this bill will pass.
Well, Cliff, it seems like it comes down to two senators. It comes down to Kristen Sinema, and of course, you're talking about Joe Manchin. You guys are literally going to ride up on Joe Manchin. I don't know what it's going to take. Everybody's been trying to get him to get rid of the filibuster, or at least modify the filibuster. Now that he's reached out across the aisle, he's gotten, like Sharon just mentioned, President Obama and Stacey Abrams has supported his legislation when it comes to the John Lewis Act instead of H.R. 4. He's done this and he's still been rejected. What do you think it will take? Your marches, other things, what is it going to get through to Joe Manchin? What's going to get through to Joe Manchin to make him realize that the Republicans just don't want to help the Democrats in any way possible?
I think it's going to take a couple of things. As you said, look, he came out and said that he was shocked and disappointed when no Republicans would vote for the Capitol riot commission, right? And at that point, you know, we thought, well, maybe this will wake him up. But now that it comes to his proposal, he's arrogant enough to take it personally offensive that none of them move over to support his proposal. This could be the thing that actually gets him to move towards saying that we do need to modify the filibuster. But at the end of the day, it's not just going to be about Manchin and his ego. It's going to be about the pressure, about the grassroots pressure that we put on him. We got to keep in mind that just a couple of weeks ago, he wrote a whole op-ed talking about how he's not going to vote for the bill. But after a whole week of pressure, of phone calls, of text messages, maybe he got word that there's a whole bus caravan, a whole freedom ride coming to his state, that all of a sudden he came out with this proposal. That's movement. His proposal is not enough, but it's movement, and it's movement that came about because of pressure. So now, instead of letting up and letting our foot off the pedal, now's the time for us to go even harder in the paint, put more pressure on him, go to his state and demand that in order to get these voting rights passed, that he's willing to at least modify the filibuster, because voting rights are so critical for this democracy. Voting rights are so critical to everything else that there ought to be an exception made for the filibuster, for nothing else, for voting rights.
Okay, well, make sure you know where he is at all times, because he does live on a houseboat, Cliff. So he could jet here, he could go there, he could avoid a confrontation if he wants to. He's been known to do that, but he has, as you said, listened and then still made up his mind another way. 60 years ago, Freedom Riders, they traveled to the South. They gave everything to fight segregation. Today, you're halfway through your Freedom Ride for voting rights. And I want to know how the trip is going. It's clearly meaningful work, but do you feel the payoff? Are you feeling people that you're interacting with?
Sharon, I can't tell you how impactful just these first 4 days have been. We did this Freedom Ride, and thank you for pointing out the 60th anniversary, because part of what we wanted to do is we wanted to draw on that history. One, we want to teach people about that history. There's a lot of people in this country that don't know about the Freedom Rides, and there's a lot of people in this country that don't want us to know about those Freedom Rides. That's why they're attacking critical race theory, right? But at the end of the day, what we believe is that by lifting up these Freedom Riders, many of whom have never been given any kind of honor, right? And some of them are still alive, and we're actually incorporating them into these stops. And when you hear these stories, we've heard some incredible stories of how they traveled to take part in the Freedom Ride, how they took the beatings, about the trainings that they went through, right? About the camaraderie that they have. There is no way for you to hear this history, to hear those stories, and not be inspired to ask yourself, what am I doing today? That's part of why we called it the Freedom Ride, to inspire people to say, look, they went up against all kinds of odds then. We're going up against all kinds of crazy odds now. If they could do it then, we can do it now. It is our obligation in this generation to participate in the movement of our lives so that we could get the voting rights that we deserve and that we should have had after the first Juneteenth that we just celebrated. We're not going to commemorate Juneteenth this year by celebrating the holiday, but not acknowledging we still fighting for the promise of that Juneteenth.